Welcome to Wednesday's show. Thank you for being here. It's the Wednesday before Christmas. It is the Wednesday before the big weather change, and oh my goodness, has it changed? If you thought yesterday's forecast was going to be dangerously cold, yeah, we've chopped off another several degrees off of daytime highs that were already in the low teens at best. Yeah, single digits, and we're talking like 1, 4, and 2 degrees over the span of tomorrow night, Friday, and Friday night. Yeah, daytime highs of 4 degrees Friday. That's dangerous. It could be. We hope everyone stays safe. You have time to prepare tomorrow with temperatures hitting 50 for your Thursday. More on that change forecast in just a few moments. The bulk of tonight's program, the majority of which will be spent on my trip down the Mountain Parkway earlier today. I had the opportunity and privilege to venture to the Desi Scott Children's Home. I learned a lot today. I learned how a lot of us could help some wonderful kids and the wonderful folks whose job it is to help get them to where they need to be in this life. And that's a wonderful, wonderful story. I'll share that with you in just a few moments and the reason that I was there in the first place, which is a good story in and of itself, actually. With that said, I'll have essentially those two things, a brief calendar announcement or two, and the rest of the show right after this.
From Dustin, Megan, Michelle, Robin, Jessica, Keisha, and Diane, and myself, Jesse Rudd, owner and pharmacist at Parkway Pharmacy, we would like to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. May God bless.
There where every day starts, it's made and it ends. From hitting the floor to hitting the road and back, your feet carry the day's duties. And if you're hurting from what might be a work or sports or stress-related fracture you don't even know about, diabetic, or that all too often heel pain that just won't go away, or any type of pain or discomfort or in need of wound care, come to where they care.
Put your best foot forward and come visit our podiatry team. We care about our patients and their feet.
That's Dr. Cheney and her team at Hope Family Podiatry Center next to Hope Family Pediatrics on the Mountain Parkway. Banking from home or on the go has never been easier and will forever be an important and necessary part of life. And Sagersville National has been and will always be at the forefront of meeting and exceeding your financial needs and giving you the safest and most worry-free online and mobile banking so you can worry about the important things, like what's for dinner. They're there when you need them at the main and branch locations of the Sagersville National Bank. There's just no denying it. Some things you crave all year long, but some of those things you crave even more when the leaves start to change and fall and there's a chill in the air. And our famous fresh-baked chicken pot pies are at the very top of that list. They're a warm, tasty, delicious snack or a meal in its own perfect little box at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe. It's no surprise the Christmas season has arrived at the Seasonal Shop. It is your one-stop shop for decor, gifts, apparel, and so much more. New arrivals hitting the floor every day in all areas of the store. So whether you're going to a holiday party or school or a work day, they have you covered. Beautiful coats, dresses, and sweaters that are perfect for these colder temperatures. And they've got a large selection of fun Christmas shirts and sweatshirts and the accessories, of course, that you need to match. New Doodles by Rebecca Toppers are in stock with added bows for a little more custom look. And if it's gifts you're looking for, they have something for everyone. Kentucky Mountain coffees, festive mugs, and many sweet add-ons. And dips and cheese ball mixes make the perfect hostess or teacher gift. So come in soon and let the ladies at the shop help you check off your gift list. That's Fraser's Prater Drugs Seasonal Shop in downtown Sagersville.
The governor did declare a state of emergency today during a morning press conference, signing an executive order at the same time to prohibit businesses from price gouging during this event. To no surprise, and I know there are jokes made about it all the time, but milk and bread, I'm sure those aisles are getting sparse, if not already, but more importantly as well, heating sources, kerosene, propane, things of that nature, target of as well, and most importantly of that, as temperatures are going to drop more than 40 degrees, closer to 50 degrees over the course of just a couple of hours tomorrow night, a few hours. That is really kind of hard to imagine, but it's going to happen, and I'll update your forecast for you in a few moments. As for a warming center here in McGoffin County, I can tell you that I spoke with Judge Executive Matt Wireman. The Lloyd M. Hall Community Center is the designated warming center throughout this winter weather event. If the power were to fail for some reason, it will be moved to the McGoffin County Courthouse, which has a backup generator for the entire facility. Now, if you find yourself or know of someone who needs a safe, warm place to stay, you're asked to call the non-emergency number of our local 911 dispatch service, 349-4403. And someone will, of course, be there to make sure that you are let in and kept safe and warm. After the first need or two is seen, volunteers are at the standby and ready to go and be there, but they're hopeful that they will not be a need, but there's certainly a good chance that it will be, and it will be ready. The Lloyd M. Hall Community Center, and you can call 349-4403 again to have someone meet you there, and if you're not the first person or first few to call. Top story tonight is a good one. I mean, there's a little bit of a bittersweet aspect to it, certainly. I mean, but indeed, it's as life dictates sometimes. It's not always perfect for everyone. Paul Gumby Montgomery, our buddy, of course, he does a lot of great things for a lot of kids and groups of kids, and the Desi Scott home in Wolfe County is one of them. And he actually had done his annual gathering of Christmas wish list gifts for all the kids. Just needed someone to transport them, and I was happy and gracious enough to be just the first one that he ran that by, I think. And so I took a trip down the Parkway today, and I took a little time to spend the afternoon there with the following folks, and I learned quite a bit about the home. How it's a much bigger operation and service than what I even knew. I mean, many of us, well, we know of its existence, but really, what more do we know than that? If you've never had a direct need for the services or know someone who has at Desi Scott, that might just be it. But tonight, my intent is to let everyone know everything you need to know about the Desi Scott Children's Home, the boys' home, and how, should you be so inclined, you and anyone can help be a part of changing lives.
For anyone who knows or recognizes the name Desi Scott Children's Home, at the very least, you would probably know that it sits off the Mountain Parkway, exit 40. There, just past the Campton area, and that's where it sits just a few miles back off of the Mountain Parkway, there where the Holbrook Farm and Tractor Supply business is. And that might be all you know. And if that is the case, well, we'd like to tell you everything that you don't know about the Desi Scott Children's or Boys Home, and where these kids that live here might be without it, and without the people who support it.
On the Desi Scott campus here, we have a total of 24 boys. They range from the ages of 12 to 18, but they can actually stay here till they're 21 if they choose to. The boys here are DDID clients, developmentally disabled, intellectually disabled boys. They're referred to us through the state, and they live here 24/7 in the cottages. We do have the capability to serve more, however, staffing right now prevents us from doing so.
24 is half capacity, and they could immediately fill the other 24 spots they have because there is that much need right now. That is, if they had the personnel to do it. They've got job openings in many, if not most, of all the areas they offer services.
Yeah. We have clinicians on staff who provide individual, group, and family counseling sessions for them. Our goal is to get them to work towards their goal that has been set. Some of it may be going back home. Some of it may be going to a foster home. Some may be living on their own. So our staff, we call them youth workers, work with the kids to work towards those goals. So we're teaching them social skills, we're teaching them communication skills. A lot of these boys are true survivors. They have faced some pretty bad trauma in their life, and we teach them coping skills to work past that, so that once they leave here, they can be functioning adults again.
Any success stories jump out of your mind?
We have had some in the past that have been nonverbal, and with the work of the staff, was able to begin talking and was able to tell their mom for the first time that they love them on a phone call. So that's the stuff that keeps our staff going.
And also keeping them going, well, the reason I visited today, our local philanthropist, angel, elf, whatever you want to call, Paul Montgomery, he kind of adopted these kids for Christmas several years ago. As many of you know, he's found folks to sponsor a kid for Christmas each year and see that they get everything on their Christmas list. He was out of town today and needed someone to drop off some bags of toys and gifts, and I volunteered, and it made it for a really wonderful afternoon and story, of course, as you see. As Christmas, really might not be part of the budget, and often is not for a nonprofit organization like this that does get state funding, but relies a lot on donations from individuals and businesses and churches. And the reality is there's just never enough.
We had a staff member that got us in touch with Paul, and he and this group quickly adopted our campus and have been taking care of us ever since.
What kind of things has he been doing?
The big thing is Christmas. Our boys send a wish list, and he gets out there and makes sure that they get everything that's on that wish list. That is the most wonderful time down here because, we're their family. So for those that don't get to go home, we celebrate Christmas with them. So to see their joy in opening those presents and seeing that they get what they wish for really warms the heart. So yeah.
And all of this is actually a part of something even bigger and older. The Desi Scott home was named for a woman, a mission worker from Pennsylvania, who died immediately after a fire trying to protect the 9 girls that she was over at the Littles Creek Mission and Children Home in Breathitt County back in 1940.
Buckhorn Children and Family Services was founded in 1902 by Reverend Harvey Murdoch. He came to the Buckhorn area and saw a need for an orphanage and a school, and we remained as an orphanage and a school up until the 1980s, and at that point we became a residential children's facility. And also in the 1980s we came in control and the care of the Desi Scott Children's Home here in Wolfe County. Our home base is located in Buckhorn, Kentucky in Perry County. On that campus we have a residential women's addiction recovery facility. We'll also be opening the men's facility in the coming months. We have an outpatient office, and also our foster care program is based on that campus. We currently have, I think it's 42 kids in our foster care program. It's placed in homes throughout the Eastern Mountain region, and as well as the Cumberland region. We have programs that will cover the entire state. We have kids on this campus from all over the state as well as out of state. Of course, our addiction services serve all over the state of Kentucky as well as out-of-state clients as well. So anywhere in the state or beyond, we will provide services.
So with all of that in mind, whether you are someone who would like to become a community partner on a small or significantly larger degree, well, they have a place or service for you. Or if you're someone or someone in your family needs their services, regardless of where you are in Kentucky, they're there for you.
We have various groups. We have groups that will come in here and do a work camp. They'll bring a group in and maybe redo flower beds, or we have some churches that will come in and do Bible study with the kids. Easter time, we have a group that comes in and hides eggs and has an Easter party for the boys. We have groups that support us throughout the year. They'll donate stuff for recreation or hygiene supplies throughout the year because, 24 boys, you go through a lot of hygiene products and cleaning products too. And then we have groups that will come and paint or do minor repairs on the buildings and stuff. So there's a wide range of services or help that they can provide. And we have some groups that may just want to come and have a pizza party with the kids for no reason. We'll let them have a pizza party. Because we want our boys to get used to working with people in the community too. A lot of people seem to think that our boys don't have any rights, that they're delinquents. And really, they have the same rights as any other kids out there. They've just been dealt a bad hand in life. So we're trying to get them past that so that they can just be a regular teenager and enjoy.
I think the biggest thing about Buckhorn Children and Family Services is we want people to know that there's hope here. Hope in our Buckhorn programs, hope with our Daisy Scott program, as well as our family preservation programs based in the Cumberland region. If there's a family searching for answers out there with a kid that's having issues, behavior issues, or developmental delays, intellectual delays, if you have a mom, a dad, a sister, a brother, someone that's struggling with addiction, then there's hope in Buckhorn.
If they want to come down for a visit and take a tour of the campus, we'll be more than happy to give tours anytime. If they're interested in doing work groups or volunteering, they can reach out to us. If they're interested in a job, please reach out to us.
In speaking with Kenny, he referred to that there are positions open here and you desperately need to fill them.
Yes. And this job's not for everybody. You're going to know if you like it within a week or two. But if you have the desire to help others, we've got a place here for you. Because these boys do. They need adults who are here to help and listen and support them and be patient with them.
Again, a big thank you to everyone there for the hospitality they showed me, and that they would graciously love to show you at any time if you would be interested in coming and taking a tour, taking a visit, and seeing how you might fit in some part, small or big. Well, they'd love to hear from you. With that said, I'll be right back. Your weather forecast, the all-important one, is next.
Ratliff & Ratliff Family Dentistry, locally and family-owned since 1969, is now proudly providing treatment for headaches, jaw and muscle pain. They offer trigger point therapy along with Botox to effectively treat and reduce symptoms of TMJ pain. And Dr. Beth Ann, member of the American Academy of Facial Aesthetics, also offers Botox therapy and dermal fillers for all of your cosmetic needs. Call 349-2812 to schedule an appointment and allow their highly trained and friendly staff to take care of all your dental and cosmetic needs. And give them the gift they really want, or yourself, gift certificates for Botox and cosmetic services from Ratliff & Ratliff. Santa's coming, and he's bringing tires and wheels, and he knows just where to get them. Conley Tire in Staffordsville next to Foothills and ConleyTire.net. Come in or click and save $100, even $200 on a new set of Goodyears and other big discounts on all the big names. They've got wheels, tires, lift kits, and all the service and repairs you need, and 6 months no interest is perfect for the holidays. Conley Tire in Staffordsville.
The Appalachian Wireless Holiday Sale is going on now. Appalachian Wireless has a holiday sale that will make everyone's holiday merry and bright. From now till the end of the year, visit us in-store or reserve online for an unbelievable sale on all the hottest devices. Deals like the iPhone 14 for just $99.99 or the iPhone 12 for just 1 cent. We know what you want for the holidays because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
I'm Bill Tinker. I've spent the past 19 years defending insurance companies in car crashes, truck crashes, and slip and falls. Are you involved in a case like that? Is the insurance company giving you the runaround about your medical bills, your benefits, or your lost wages? Contact me at McFarland Tinker Law Office. With our combined experience of over 58 years, we're here ready to work for you.
The reassurance of getting your medications and over-the-counter needs at Sagersville's oldest and most trusted pharmacy. The convenience of curbside pickup and call-ahead service. And the fact that you can walk in, order to go, or sit down and get gourmet quality hot fudge brownies, nachos, shakes, coffees, hot dogs with homemade sauce, desserts, and more makes it more than your hometown Good Neighbor Pharmacy. It's a destination in downtown Sagersville, Frazier's Prater Drugstore. It doesn't get any sweeter than that.
At Golden Law Office, our attorneys previously represented the nation's largest insurance and trucking companies, handling cases involving serious personal injury and death. We know their strategies, how they will defend the case, and what factors drive large settlements. The attorneys at Golden Law Office can use this inside knowledge to ensure your case is handled effectively and aggressively. Hiring Golden Law Office provides you with a strategic advantage. Call Golden Law Office today.
The new Sagersville Loan Company at the branch location of the Sagersville National Bank is where you can get short-term loans from $50,000 to $15,000, often in less than an hour, any time of the year. But if you stop in any time before December the 29th and just simply register, you could be the one to win the $100 gift card given away on the 30th. Merry Christmas from the new Sagersville Loan Company. Let's go on to tonight's calendar, and birthday wishes begin tonight. A brief calendar, but an all-important birthday, as I kind of referred to real quickly last night, that was for yesterday, and I just saw it at the end of the calendar. Wanted to make sure I did it right. So again, birthday wishes to Eddie Poe. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Eddie Poe. And that's it. You know, this time of year, not a whole lot to announce. It's Christmas after all, but whenever you're ready, my calendar, it's always here. Birthdays and anniversaries and those important announcements that you have from your church, club, group, organization, and what have you. And I don't thank them enough, but I want to thank Paul Burchell and the family at the McGoffin County Funeral Home for always sponsoring our funeral service announcements. I know how important this segment of the program is to everyone, and I wish to thank them for that. With that said, services start tomorrow morning at 11 for 74-year-old Ruth Ann Keaton Sparks of West Liberty, who passed away Monday, the daughter of the late Sanford and Edie Keaton. She survived by sons Danny and Kenneth Sparks, daughters Elizabeth Boone, Frances Gary, sisters Molly Gamble and Gracie Doolin, Nettie Pack, and 16 grandchildren, 9 great-grandchildren, and a special friend, Diane Fugit. Services again tomorrow morning at 11 from the Middle Fork Independent Church in Sandy Hook, the Sagersville Funeral Home in charge of arrangements. 34-year-old Andrew Fletcher of Sagersville passed away Friday in Michigan, the son of the late Robert Hoover and Norma Fletcher Cole. He survived as well by his son, Hunter Fletcher, daughter Barbara Jean Fletcher, brothers Alan Hoover, Neil Coburn, Gerald, Rodney, and Terry Coburn, sisters Amanda Fletcher, Vivian Curtis, Carlotta Collinsworth, Andrea Hunt, Jane Carty, and a stepsister, Miranda Blevins. Services start tomorrow afternoon at 1 from the Church of God's Grace. Visitation will be the rest of this evening and prior to services. And 82-year-old Alice Jane Wireman Mangrum of Licking River Road here in Sagersville passed away Tuesday at her home. The daughter of the late Kendall and Polly Allen Wireman. She survived by her brothers Ramey and John and Bobby Wireman and her sister Drethia Lynn Wireman. She's preceded in death by her husband Clyde Mangrum, brother Bill Wireman, and then 4 sisters, Pauline Howard, Geraldine Leslie, Ethel Jean Mullins, and Sella Madge Plumsky. Services are Friday morning at 11 from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Visitation will be Friday morning starting at 10. A reminder, plans are right now for tomorrow to be the last final
encore presentation of the Sagersville Hometown Christmas Parade. Kind of puts you in the Christmas spirit. That's been my intentions for the past couple of weeks. It's also going to give me an opportunity to be out of the office for some of the morning and or afternoon to make some preparations for the cold air at home, here at work, and in between. Be sure and check on your neighbors, your pets, your pipes, people, everything. There's going to be a lot of folks out there who are not going to be able to prepare for this themselves. And so if you know of anyone, it'd be a good time to check on them and see if you can help them out in any form or fashion, because we are tomorrow night going to see a temperature swing unlike anything we have seen in decades, certainly to say the least. And now we're talking about temperatures in the very lowest of single digits for about 36 hours or even longer, after close to 49, 50 degrees tomorrow.
Just going to make some adjustments. I think by now everyone's well aware of what's happening. I hope everyone has taken a few moments out of the busy, holiday season, as it has been for all of us, or will by tomorrow evening, to try to get ready and just make preparations. Hopefully everything will go smoothly and everyone will just have to hunker down and stay inside, and hopefully all the heat will stay on and everything will be good, and we'll come out of this after one of the coldest Christmases ever and be back to closer to normal next week. Pretty normal tonight, 33 degrees, a light wind. We have showers that we will start to see nowhere close right now, 40% after 2 a.m. Clouds are on the increase. They've been moving in, out and ahead of this Arctic front, low pressure, all combining to give us, again, a rather historic Christmas. Tomorrow, a 50% chance of showers, mainly before 1 on your Thursday. We're still looking at right around 50 degrees tomorrow. As far as the rain tomorrow, it's light on the light side, maybe a 1/10 of an inch or so. Tomorrow night, precipitation will pick up, rain and snow. The changeover right now looks to be 1 or 2 in the a.m. And tomorrow, look at that. Tomorrow's nighttime low, 1 degree. That is a 49-degree swing. That will happen pretty quickly. I said earlier around 2 or 3 hours, but it will be a little longer than that. But it's going to be quick, sharp, abrupt. It's going to happen fast. And all the precipitation that's on the ground, roads, it's all going to freeze and make for some terrible conditions. Do not get caught between point A and point B tomorrow night. Absolutely the best advice I can give you. Rain changing to snow around 1 or 2. Snowfall amounts on the high end still look to be 2 inches. Still some uncertainty with that. Keep that in mind, please. For your Friday, we have wind chills of about -9 tomorrow night. But Friday, we will only add 3 degrees, maybe, to that 1 degree low of tomorrow night. 4 degrees. I've checked, I've rechecked and triple checked, and it's not a misprint. 4 degrees right now. That's 9-10 degrees off of where we thought we were going to be this time yesterday or last night. 4 degrees. You factor in winds out of the west, anywhere from 15 to right now close to 40 miles per hour. Friday is when we understand we have that wind chill advisory in effect, because -20, -25 is what it's actually going to feel like at times on your Friday. As far as precipitation on your Friday, only a slight chance of some snow showers, and that's really before 8 or 9, flurries lingering thereafter. But 4 degrees for your high the day before Christmas Eve, 2 for the low that night. That's why you got to be prepared. And everything that's going to be freezing Thursday night is going to stay that way for a while. Christmas Eve on your Saturday, 15 degrees if we're lucky. Partly sunny skies. Precipitation is going to be gone, but 15 degrees. So whatever's frozen will stay frozen, and we'll still be back into the single digits again Saturday night. That's just an impressive swing of temperatures. Again, 49 degrees. We'll see a 49-degree swing from tomorrow through tomorrow night and the overnight, and then we're not going to recover really until Christmas Day, when things again make a bit of a jump, at least into the 20s. Right now, Christmas Day, 23, sunny, mostly clear. Good news is winds pretty much gone. And then we'll start off next week, everyone trying to break the chill in the 30s. Monday, 30 and mostly sunny. Tuesday, 36 and mostly sunny. And Wednesday, 34 and mostly sunny. So certainly improving conditions after what I hope is going to be a joyous Christmas, and one where I hope everyone's travels are safe, and where I hope that we really don't see any issues out of the brutally cold weather. Again, as far as the snow, not really worried about that, but I think the numbers pretty much speak for themselves in regards to the dangers associated with them. Remember, the warming center here in McGoffin County will be established at the Lloyd M. Hall Community Center, and as Judge Wireman told me earlier today, he just advises anyone who initially needs that assistance to call the non-emergency line of McGoffin County 911 dispatch at 349-4403. There are volunteers on standby in case that need does become a reality, and they'll have a place to keep everyone warm and safe, and hopefully just for a brief time.
So, with that said, above all, I hope you stay safe and warm. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Any pressing news or anything changes, I'll have, of course, that along with coverage of the Christmas parade on tomorrow night's program. But again, I'm hopeful to use some of my time tomorrow somewhat off to get ready for the cold air and make sure everything is gassed up and fueled up and all the backup heating sources are ready and available, and hopefully unneeded. But with that said, I wish you the same. I wish to have you back with me here tomorrow night. Thanks for watching as always, and an early Merry Christmas.